Hey guys, a very good morning to all of you. This is your friend Mainak from Civil Center, and I welcome all of you back to our channel. Here I am back again with another video on IS 875 Part 1. Basically, we are making this video because while designing any building, we consider certain loads. So in the previous video, we discussed about how we can take the various types of your live loads, and today's videos will discuss how to take the dead load for your masonry. So basically, as the structure, as you can see behind me, it is a frame structure, which means that all the loads are beared by the structural members. So the structural members are your slab, beams, columns, footings, staircase. So these are the structural members which are present in every building, and so the masonry or the brickworks act as a partition. So the loads we have to take into account so that it can be transmitted to the slab and then the beams. So basically, in today's video, we'll learn how to calculate the load of your walls or masonry as per IS 875 Part 1. So let's get started. So here we'll make some certain considerations for your building and we'll work according to those considerations. So suppose I am making a frame here of one particular floor. Suppose these are the columns. It's a little bit less accurate, but I hope you can understand that. Basically the ground level or the GL or the frame. So this is one particular floor, this is the GL. And now suppose this particular floor to floor height of this particular floor is your, let's say, give it a height of, suppose the floor to floor height is around 10 feet. So it's around 3 meter. Let's say it's 3 meter. So 3 meter height we have given to this floor. So now basically when you have 3 meter height, so it means that the brickwork will be done at up to the height of your 3 meter. Okay. So now as we know that there is always a beam beneath every slab. So we can deduct the amount of thickness or the depth of the beam. So if we assume, if we just take the black color and we'll just write the text. Okay. Depth of beam is equals to 300 mm or equals to 0.3 meter, 0.3 meter. If you consider depth of beam equals to 0.3 meter, then we can deduct a certain portion for this particular beam. So let's say it's important to visualize here. If you are having any difficulty to visualize, you can just comment, we can repeat the session. So here we have a beam, so its depth is 0.3 meter. So what will be this particular, we can just use the blue option, and now this particular height will be your 2 point. So it will be earlier previously we had written 3 meter. So 3 minus 0.3. So 3 minus 0.3 can be your 2.7. So it will be 2.7 meter. So you can see these considerations can vary as per your, I'm just taking an example. If you understand the concept behind this example, you can easily calculate the weight of brickwork anywhere. So this is 2.7 meter. So now here we can write, use the eraser. So here we can write one particular point, which is that height of brickwork equals to your 2.7 meter. So 2.7 meter is the height of the brickwork. We got that. Now to calculate the brickwork, we need another dimensions. We need to calculate the square or the area, and after that we can multiply it by the unit weight. So let us find out the thickness of the brick. So usually 9-inch bricks are used. So the thickness of the bricks, if we take 1 inch equals to roughly as 25 mm. So 9 inch equals to, we can take as your thickness of brickwork So brickwork we can take as 0.0 it will be 9 inch, so it will be 0.225 meters. So thickness of brickworks can be at 0. Assumed as 0.225 meters. For a 9-inch brick, it can be taking like this. So we have now got the height of brick and we have now got the thickness of the brick. We can now find out the area of the brickwork. And another thing, brick is not an individual entity which is used in walls. Mortar is also used. So let us also find out the thickness of mortar, and also the height of the mortar will be the same because the height of the brickwork is same. So let us find out the thickness of mortar. So usually if you take by the inch, if you calculate by the mm, if you go for 15 plaster outside and 6 plaster inside, so it will be, it will be approximately equals to 15 plus 6 equals to 21. So in some cases this ranges vary. Inside also some the thickness of the plaster may vary. So let's take it roughly equals to 1 inch, that is 25 So this is the thickness of the mortar. So you can take as per the thickness of the plaster of the mortar you can you provide, or plaster also you can just mortar. Let's thickness of mortar equals to 0.025, which is 1 inch. So 1 inch the thickness of the mortar or the plastering works we have considered. Now we have the brickwork thickness, we have the plaster thickness. The next thing we need to find out to determine the weight is the unit weight. So now there are various considerations in various books. You can have various standards that the unit weight of brick is this and unit weight of the brick one mortar is this. But where do you find the solid backup that this is correct or this is incorrect? So this backup can be found out from the IS code, which many of us don't know. So that's why we had made this video, so that in future anyone questions you or asks you how can you find these values, where do you get these values, you can just show them. So we'll just share my screen again, move on to the IS code, and after that we can, okay, so this is the IS 875 part 1, as you can see here. Now in this IS 875 part 1, so like the previous code, the different types of loads are given, and then you can find out that they have given the unit weight per mass of building materials which has been used. So here in kilonewton per meter cube, different materials weight has been given. So our aim is to find out the unit weight of bricks and your mortar. So let's find out where we have it. So if you remember that IS 875 table 1 is the place where you'll find the unit weight of all your materials. So let us search for bricks here first. I think it will be a little bit bottom to find that. Okay, here we have the bricks. So common burnt clay bricks unit weight is given from your 15.7 to 18.85 kilonewton per meter cube. So this is the unit weight of your bricks which has been considered. So let's take between this range, let's take 16 kilonewton per meter cube as the unit weight of bricks. Okay, so here we can just go back to our okay, 16 is the unit weight of bricks we will consider here. And let us also check the unit weight of your mortar. Here anything related to the cement or the mortar has been given here, we'll find out. Now here you can see that cement plane. So here we will have some options here. Let us find out. Here with cement, here it is given cement with sand and gravel or crushed natural stone aggregate. It's between the range of 22 to 23.5. So the plain concrete range has been given here. Aerated, non-aerated, everything is given with burnt clay aggregate. Burnt clay aggregate, if you use the brick aggregate, then it will be this. And if you use sand and natural gravel stone aggregate, then the unit weight will be this. It will be, the range will be between 22 to 23.5 kilonewton per meter cube. And let's see if we have anything else here. This is for the pre-stressed concrete. And now here the unit weight of cement mortar is been given, which is 20.4. So we can take 20.4 or 20, for example. So this unit weight of cement mortar we got from here, and earlier we had got the unit weight of bricks. So we'll just use these two values to calculate. Go back to whiteboard. Now we'll just write the values which we have found out as per IS 875 part 1. So IS 875 part 1 says that your unit weight of brick, it has given a range, so take a value between this range, kilonewton per meter cube. So this is the unit weight of brick, and unit weight of mortar will be equals to your, it's given 20.4, let's take 20. If you can go for the accurate value, we can also take 20.4. So we'll take 20 kilonewton per meter cube. So these two values we already got from the IS code. Now we'll calculate your unit weight of brickwork. So now the thickness of brickwork which we have considered is for the 10-inch wall or the exterior wall. We can mention here that it is for the, if we can change the color, it will be better to visualize. So it is for the 10-inch wall or exterior wall. So this brickwork quantity is for the 10-inch wall, and if you go for the internal walls, it will be different. So now I will also go through a plan. So what is the interior walls and what is the exterior walls? If we can just visualize, so that you can visualize before opening this. If we can open any plan here, we'll just do that. Okay, let's open a particular plan. So here, as you can see that these particular walls along the outside, these are the exterior walls, and along the staircase also there will be the 10-inch wall, and the remaining all the interior walls, these are the this one, and these are the, if we can open the first floor plan to be more clear. So in the ground floor, these are the 5-inch walls, and the remaining are the 10-inch walls. And if we go to the first floor also, it is the same plan. So generally, basically, all the interior walls are of your 5 inches and your exterior walls are of your 10 inches, which has been given here. Now, if we can go back to our screen sharing, to our whiteboard now. Okay. So now here up to here, we have calculated this thickness of brickwork for the 10-inch exterior wall, and thickness of mortar also we have calculated. Now the next remaining thing is to unit weight of 10-inch brickwork. So let's calculate that. So it's very simple to calculate. We'll just have to multiply the values. If you can just multiply and tell me, it will also be, you can just multiply and tell me in the comment section also. So the unit weight of 10-inch brickwork will be equals to, what is the height of the brickwork? It is 2.7 meter, 2.7 meter into the thickness of the brickwork 0.225 meter into your unit weight of brick. So if what unit of brick is 16 kilonewton per meter cube, and plus, so we'll have a plus here, and plus will be your height will be the same. This we have done for the brick. Now we'll do for the mortar, for the plaster, 2.7 meter into your 0.025 into your, what will be the value? 20 will be the value. Here we can just insert the units if you want. So it will be 20 kilonewton per meter cube, which will be equals to 9.72. We can write a breakup of this, 9.72 plus your 0.025 into 20 into 2.7. So what is the value here? Plus 1.35. So the total will be 1.35 plus 9.72 equals to 11.07 kilonewton per meter. So approximately you can take as this as 11 kilonewton per meter cube. So this value you can take for the 10-inch brickwork. And main thing, important thing is to understand the concept. And after you've got the concept clear, you can calculate the value for any particular height, any particular type of brick. So this is the concept behind it. And if we can go for the 3-inch, 5-inch brickwork, which is the interior wall. So here approximately every calculation will be remain the same, and there will be slight minor changes. So if you can just copy this, the student weight of 10-inch brickwork is done here. You can just copy this for the 5-inch brickwork. So 5-inch brickwork will be the same. Now this particular height will be the same, and this thing will be reduced. So 5-inch means basically your 125, or it is the half of 250 mm. So it is 125 mm. So if we go for the 125 mm, so it will be 0.1 here, 0.1 here, and this particular thickness will also be less. But let's take this. You can just, because the thickness of the plaster will also get reduced here, because both are the inner faces. Let's go with this. We'll just reduce the value a bit. So the calculation we'll do here, calculation will be 2.7 into 0.1 into 16, which is equals to 4.32 plus 4.32 plus your 2.7 into 20 into 0.025. So it will be 1.35. Remember that with the thickness of the plaster will be a little bit less, because we go for the inner standards. So it will be your 4.32 plus 1.35, approximately 5.67 it is coming. So 5.67 it is coming. So if we just you had taken a bit higher value of this thickness of the model, so let's go with 5.5. 5.5 we can take 5.5 kilonewton per meter cube. Or if you can go with accuracy, you can take this value as well. Let's assume this is for the 10-inch brickwork. Now what is remaining? One thing more we can do is for the parapet wall. So now unit weight of parapet wall brickwork, 5-inch parapet wall brickwork. So the height of the parapet wall, as you know, is 1 meters. And let's find out this value, and then we can check here. So the value will be 1 into 0.1 into 16, which is your 1.6, plus your, this value is the same, I think 1.35. So the total will be your 1.6 plus 1.35, which is equals to approximately 1.6 plus 1.35 equals to approximately your this value will also be less. Actually, this will also be 1 meter. Plaster will also be 1 meter. So this value be lesser. So this will not be 1.35. It will be 1 into 0.025 into 20. So this particular value will be your 0.5. 0.5. So it's approximately 1.5 plus it will be approximately your 2.1 or 2 also we can take. So this will be your value for the unit weight 2.1 kilonewton. 2.1, let's take 2.1. Let's take approximately equal to 2 kilonewton per meter cube. So if you have a different height of parapet wall, you can just change this 1 to 1.1, 1.2, whichever you find the suitable height for the parapet wall. So basically, the loads which we apply, as we had seen in many videos of our Tekla Structural Designer, Stat Pro, for those who have learned the Stat Pro, and they have taken the live loads and also the dead loads for the various members. So after watching this video, I hope the concept got clear, how to calculate the unit weight of 10-inch brickwork, 5-inch brickwork, or the brickwork of parapet wall, or any brickwork which will be given to you, so that you can calculate the values properly and then insert in the software. So I am telling again and again that any particular software, be it StatPro, be it ETAC, be it Tekla Structural Designer, which we are training currently, all these software are just a tool by which you can design your structure efficiently. The main important thing is the concept behind this every designs. So in Civil Center, we are giving an opportunity. We are trying, our effort is to bridge the gap between the theory and the practical. That's why we are providing the trainings, and all our trainings are related to your practical things. As you can see, that is our training on G+3 building design using Tekla Structural Designer, or G+1 building design using AutoCAD and StatPro. We don't aim, तो हमारा जो aim है वो आपका कंप्लीट एक सॉफ्टवेयर सिखाना नहीं है. हमारा एम है कि हम लोग एक कंसल्टेंट तैयार करें कि जो कि हमारे यहाँ से कोर्स करके, चाहे वो कोई भी कोर्स करे, वो आपका पूरा काम, सारा काम कर सके. मान लीजिए कोई G+1 बिल्डिंग डिजाइन यूजिंग AutoCAD एंड StatPro हमसे सीख रहा है, तो उसका पूरा बिल्डिंग डिजाइन करना आना चाहिए, प्लानिंग करना, कोई बिल्डिंग का प्लान बनाना, कोई बिल्डिंग का डिजाइन करना, उसको आए. तो वही हमारा एम है. और जैसे कि मैं बार बार भी बोलता हूँ, सारे वीडियोस में बोलता हूँ, क्योंकि कोई अच्छा चीज होता है तो उसको बोलना भी चाहिए कि हमारे यहाँ पे जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं ऑलरेडी जो है कंसल्टेंट्स बन चुके हैं, एंड ऑलरेडी अपना खुद का जो कंसल्टेंसी फर्म खोल के काम करना स्टार्ट कर चुके हैं. तो वी आर प्राउड अबाउट दैट पर्टिकुलर फैक्ट. हम लोग खुद यंग हैं, जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं, जितने हमारे टीम मेंबर हैं सब यंग हैं, ऐसा कोई नहीं बहुत ज्यादा एजेड है, बट फिर भी हम लोगों से पढ़ के फिर कोई जाके अपने स्टेट में, अपने जगह पे खुद का कंसल्टेंसी फर्म खोल रहे हैं. तो ये बहुत बड़ा अचीवमेंट है कि आप जो है कोई भी एक लाइव प्रोजेक्ट पे काम करो, कोई भी एक स्किल सीखो जिससे आप खुद से काम कर सकते हो, किसी पे डिपेंडेंट ना हो. कोई बिल्डिंग का आपको डिजाइन फील्ड में इंटरेस्ट है तो डिजाइन के लिए भी कोर्सेस है हमारे. तो आप यहाँ पे जो अभी हमारे डिस्क्रिप्शन में या कमेंट बॉक्स में जो है, हम लोग आपका जो ऑनलाइन क्लासेस का लिंक आपको दे देंगे. उस लिंक को आप फिलअप कर सकते हो. डिफरेंट कोर्सेज के बारे में अगर जानना चाहते हो तो आप अपने, हमारी टीम आपसे कांटेक्ट करेंगे, तो उनसे आप बात कर सकते हो. एंड ठीक है, विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट. एंड